Well, hey there, Book World. I am so excited to see you. I wanted to pop in today because there is a new Twitter update that I wanted to let you know about. So let me just start off by saying that with this new Twitter update, life has become so much easier because now photos, videos, GIFs, and polls and quote tweets no longer count toward our 140 character limit, which I'm thrilled about. It's going to save us so much space because it doesn't take away from what we're able to say now, and I am thrilled to pieces. But because we're talking about Twitter and because we're talking about getting people to communicate with us and communicating through Twitter, I wanted to take a minute and talk about how you as an author can get your fans to interact with you and be engaged with you on your Twitter. And honestly, it is as simple as doing one little tweak to your posts. So stick with me here. This is as easy as asking your fans a question. So let's think this through. What happens when you're texting somebody and you text them something and you're expecting an answer back and all they say is K? Do you have anywhere to go from that? Do you have a way to respond to that letter K that means okay? They haven't given you anywhere to go. But if they ask a question or if they leave the door open for communication, you can then jump in and say something else. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do for Twitter. Leave your posts as a question or ask a question as you're posting something. So if you are going to a coffee shop and you are getting something from, let's say, Starbucks, and you want to let them know that you are at Starbucks, instead of just tweeting, I'm at Starbucks, ask them a question. Say, I'm at Starbucks, what should I get? Now let's think about this. If you just say, I'm at Starbucks, people might like your post, but that's probably it. If you ask them what to get, they're going to chime in with their favorite drink. So what happens if, let's say, you sign a new book deal? And you go on your Twitter or any social media really, and you post, I just signed a book deal. You're probably going to get some people that say, cool, or that's awesome, or congratulations. But mostly you're going to get people that just like your post. But if you jump in with, hey, I just signed a book deal, what should I do to celebrate? Then people are going to start interacting with you. They're going to give you suggestions for what you can do to celebrate this really cool new book deal. So what happens if you want to let your fans know that you are writing a new scene in your book? So I jumped on yesterday on our resource page on our website, and I gave some examples. This was one of them. Instead of saying, hey, I'm writing a kissing scene today, and leaving it at that, you could post something like, I'm writing a kissing scene today. Should she discover his secret tattoo or his hidden scars? That just gave them an open door to communicate with you and add their own opinions to this conversation. But if you just tell something and end it with a period, you just give a statement, they have nowhere to go with that. So what else can you do? You can always turn these things into a question. You want to get them to interact and you want to draw them into the conversation. So if you have a closed door on their conversation, there's nothing that they can post. If you say a simple statement, that's it. There's really not a lot of communication that they're going to do, and they're not going to want to work out of their comfort zone to get you to communicate with them. That's your job. You're the author. You need to facilitate communication, and if you're not going to get that. So ask questions or ask for opinions or ask for examples. I'm going outside for a walk. Should I wear flip-flops or sneakers? It's kind of in between with the weather. Well, they'll give you a suggestion instead of just saying, I'm going for a walk. Or maybe it has something to do with the scene you're writing or where you're writing. Oh, that's a good one. I am writing a new scene today. Where should I write? The comfy couch in my living room or out on the patio in the chair by the pool? Ask them an opinion. You can give them either or statements. You can just ask for something that they've done. Have you tried this before? Have you done this before? What do you think I should do? Should I do this? Is this a good idea? What happens if you're at the mall and you're shopping and you find a necklace that reminds you of your main character in your book? Instead of just tweeting, hey, I found a necklace that reminds me of my main character, why don't you ask it as a question? I just found a necklace that reminded me of my character. Where should I wear this? Or, I just found a necklace that reminds me of my character. Should I buy this? These are going to get your fans to interact with you and get involved, and that's going to start a conversation which leads to better fan engagement, which is your ultimate goal in all of this. So today, with our new Twitter update, make sure you are checking out the fact that we can now write everything we want to write in those 140 characters and not have our photos and our GIFs and our polls and our quotes taking away from what we're writing. It's not limiting us. And You can use this within your marketing strategy to facilitate that conversation, to draw your fans out and to get them to start talking to you simply by adding a question to your statement. Ask for their opinion. Ask for something that they've done before. Ask what they think about things. Ask them questions and they will respond. Take that today, use it, and then jump down in the comments here and let me know how it's working for you. And if you're posting on Twitter, make sure that you are tagging me because I would love to see what you're working on. It's REDNGTRANSFORM because it doesn't let me have all the letters in Reading Transforms. So go ahead and tag me. I would love to see what you're saying, and I will totally comment back because I love to interact with you guys. If you have found this helpful, make sure you are hanging out on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/readingtransforms because I am always doing these live broadcasts. If you are hanging out on our rebroadcast on our YouTube channel, the link for that will be in the show notes below. And if you have enjoyed this, jump on to readingtransforms.com where we have access to our communities, our groups, our courses, everything that we're working on right now, you can find on our website. And if you loved this little tutorial and you love these little tips, you can jump into our online Facebook community, which is a closed group community where all of our fans hang out. I give almost daily tips. I'm in there quite frequently, and I'm talking with people and interacting and answering questions and giving examples. And I do things like this all the time, plus some exclusive Facebook Live conversations that we have that I do not have on my normal page and I do not put on my YouTube page. So if you want those, make sure you check that out. You can jump onto community.readingtransforms.com. I'm in there all the time. We have lots of wonderful people that are helping and supporting other authors who are in the exact same position as you. I would love to see you there. It is a closed group, but I go in and I confirm people on a frequent basis. We just keep it closed because we don't want those people coming in who are just there to do those scam sale things, the sunglasses and the shoes and the whatever. So you'll be in within a few hours. That's all good. But we would love to have you join us. It's a ton of fun, and it's just a great time where we can all learn from each other. So I hope to see you there. I'm KM Robinson of KM Robinson Photography and Reading Transforms. And again, check out our website. It's got links to everything, www.readingtransforms.com. And I will be popping back in later today because Instagram, not to be outdone by Twitter, has an update that I'm going to be telling you about as well. So I will see you soon. Stay inspired.